All right.
So up first, we have iBDW versus Yort. iBDW, a player from Tri-State who has been making waves. He's been doing better and better.
Yeah, he's only played for like 3.5 years or something like that. And he's already like a top 30-ish player in the world. Really, really impressive for sure.
Right. Oh, I like that shine. Off the back throw?
That was really good.
Great game knowledge, right? Remember back in the day, Falco always did that back throw into like a forward tilt or something?
Yeah, forward smash.
Yeah, that was like the thing. Wow, up tilt too. So far, iBDW looking really dominant.
Yeah, he really likes this matchup. He beat West Bulls at SmashCon as well, and he feels pretty confident in it as far as I know.
So far, I've liked literally everything I've seen. Just like very few complaints I have.
I feel like a lot of Foxes do wrong in this matchup, that they try to attack with too many like nairs, get CC shine. In my experience, I feel like full hops really, really good. Drills is really good to beat crouch cancels as well. So
what's awesome about full hop too is that like full hopping on top of Falco can make it super scary to laser.
Yeah.
So it's a really good way of denying, you know, the #1 thing Falco wants to do to get control.
Yeah, it's very true. And Falco also have a really hard time to get control over the platforms because his full hop is too high and his short up is not high enough many times.
Right, right.
Yeah, looking pretty rough for Yort right now. I don't really like those lasers. Normally what you want to do as a Falco is a laser so they can't go to the ledge. You really often see like Mango do that or PP when he played. Really common option because you force them to go straight or high, and then you can cover that on reaction with back air.
Offstage lasers are probably a forgotten art for the most part. Like I think the people aren't nearly as good at it now as sometimes when you watch even old school matches to get those edge guards. But they're so important, right? In order to get the really clean edge guards against the people with really good recoveries.
Yeah, it's very true. And I feel like in a game like Melee with so many different options, it can be hard to focus on everything at the same time.
Well, this combos look good, by the way. Oh, wow. You saw that turnaround laser off the dash off?
Yeah, that was sick.
Great way to get control. Perfect stock. Yort, if he's going to make a comeback, it'd be with something like that.
I really liked F Smash too. It was really good timing. Normally when you do these kind of F Smashes, you want to do a timing that covers both fast fall and non-fast fall. Really good. Ooh. That was the right laser, but he couldn't quite follow up.
Able to make it back. iBDW doesn't do anything about that. I think he just kind of let it be.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when you have like 2-to-1 stock, people tend to play a little bit too passive sometimes. They don't want to take too many risks, like I should win this. So sometimes you get to see people being afraid around the ledge.
Right. Sometimes also, I mean, a lot of players have the bad habit of kind of turning the brain off when they feel like they have a good lead.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, I kind of got this. I feel like I'm better than this guy potentially. And now I'm just going to autopilot into the win. So it's always important to, you know, stay active, stay in the zone. Never take opponents lightly, which is something that, I mean, if you look at your career, was probably one of the hallmarks, is that you actually never took anyone lightly. A lot of times when I talk to you, I was always surprised, like seeing you like going to a side setup and practicing against, you know, let's say, you know, your next opponent's character. I'm like, Armand, this is like, this guy, you're like 8 tiers above this guy. You still do it, you know, every time.
I think that's the most, you know, dangerous thing in Melee, though, thinking that you already won before you did. Yeah. And mentality very clearly important in all types of competition. So, yeah, never feel like you have won. That's like the first step of losing. So, I got to experience, you know, my fair share of those, like back in the day against top players, like Mango or PP in finals. I was like, it felt like I already won. And then this moment you think that's when it hits you. It hits you hard.
It's just so hard. It's the worst.
And then you need to come back from that. And then you feel awful because you already thought you won and now you lost.
And that's like the worst part, is that if there's another game after that, recomposing yourself mentally after knowing you literally lost because of your overconfidence is the worst.
And then they get the extra confidence because they made a comeback.
Right.
All right, going into Game 2, Pokemon Stadium. Personally like this stage as Falco. I think Falco does much better on like longer stages traditionally. Fox better in close quarters. And no top platform.
Right. Oh, nice shine to stop the approach. I think Yort has really figured a lot of things out. If I was iBDW, I'd be a little worried about how the set has flowed at this point.
Yeah, iBDW sometimes can get a little bit emotional as well as he's playing. A little bit more in teams, I would say, than singles. But, you know, it's still there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's closing out the stock, even game. Yeah, you can see a lot of full hops from him.
So far, neutral's actually been going pretty heavily in Yort's favor. It's like small little interactions which show iBDW's matchup knowledge that have been helping him out. Like he'll get the right shine on his shield, he'll get the right like full hop during certain periods of pressure.
Ooh, that's so important in Melee. Like when you hit someone, you need to know if they're going to be able to land before you can hit again. Often you get to see people attack again and the opponent taking place and they get a punish. So it's really, really important to know. Will they land first or will my attack hit first?
Ooh, nice up air. That was the only thing that would have hit in that situation after he already committed the jump.
Ooh, pretty sloppy ledge dash.
It's hard with that little lip on the Pokemon Stadium side.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. Ooh, nah, I couldn't convert.
Okay. Yeah, Falco doesn't really want to be there. That little side, you don't have that much room to work with your laser. So I think sometimes the best thing to do is just take stage and move on with your life.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like Fox's backer covers so much of that little space between the edge and the platform as well. So you often see players lose stocks or, you know, getting into a rough edge guard situation.
Yeah.
It's a lot of full hops from iBDW right now.
He is a full hopper. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I made this comment to, I think it was Swedish Light, while I was watching iBDW play Cruise, and I was like, this guy just jumps. He just keeps jumping. Now in this matchup, the full hop is really good. But I think in general, his style, he loves full hopping and jumping around.
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing it now. Oh, that was a good crouch cancel. He had like 57 and he took the up tilt and he just got a straight punish. Oh, not a. Oh,
this is bad. Wow,
the notches.
He didn't get shined.
I was gonna say I didn't like that he fell below the stage because he gave up the opportunity to side B, but with that angle, I respect it. I respect it.
Nice lasers, gotta get this one. Okay.
Yeah, below the edge. F tilt.
That works too.
Yeah. Actually, F tilt was good because he was like a little bit late on his fast fall. So, you know, going for F tilt a little bit faster than the F smash. So I respect that too. Yeah, going to edge.
Ooh. Hate to see that kind of thing happen.
A lot closer game 2 than game 1 though.
For sure. Yort was definitely figuring it out. I think overall, iBDW seems like he was far more well-versed in the micro interaction.